In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 24, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Pistons versus Indiana Pacers. The Detroit Pistons find themselves in a challenging situation as they aim to break free from a daunting 12-game losing streak. Despite a commendable effort against the Denver Nuggets, where Cade Cunningham showcased his skills with 27 points and 9 assists, the Pistons fell short in a narrow 107-103 loss on Monday. The team demonstrated resilience, maintaining a competitive stance until the final minutes when they went scoreless, allowing the Nuggets to slip away. Contrastingly, the Indiana Pacers have been on a relatively better trajectory, winning 5 of their last 8 games. However, they are seeking redemption after a heartbreaking 132-131 loss to the Toronto Raptors on Wednesday. Tyrese Halliburton led the charge with an impressive 33 points and 16 assists, accompanied by Buddy Hield's 31-point contribution. The Pacers held a 5-point lead in the fourth quarter, only to succumb to a late Raptors surge. As the Pistons face this crucial matchup, they grapple with the absence of key players, including Jalen Duren, Bojan Bogdanovic, Joe Harris, and Monty Morris. On the Pacers side, Aaron Nesmith and Andrew Nembhard remain questionable. Detroit's offensive struggles are exacerbated by the absence of key players, setting the stage for a challenging encounter against Indiana's up-tempo play. The Pacers, leading the league in pace at 107.3, also boast the top offensive efficiency at 119. With an average scoring of 128 points per game, Indiana outpaces Detroit by nearly 19 points, as the Pistons struggle to cover the spread and maintain shooting efficiency. Despite the Pacers' defensive challenges, Detroit's recent slump suggests that Indiana has a favorable opportunity to establish an early lead and secure a decisive victory, covering the 9-point spread. The Pacers, with an 8-6 against the spread record, present a formidable front, while Detroit, at 4-6 against the spread in their last 10 games, faces an uphill battle. Indiana's offensive prowess, evidenced by a shooting percentage of 50.7% and a 3-point shooting percentage of 39.2%, positions them as a formidable force. In contrast, Detroit lags behind with a shooting percentage of 46.3% and 35.2% from long distance. So the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Looking at the point total, both teams have been involved in high-scoring affairs recently. Indiana's last 10 games have consistently finished over the point total, a trend mirrored in 7 of Detroit's last 10 games. The historical matchup between the two teams also points to an over outcome, with 9 of the last 10 games played in Indiana and 4 of the last 5 overall exceeding the projected total, with the Pacers leading the league in scoring and playing at a rapid pace, while Detroit struggles defensively. A fast-paced game is anticipated, contributing to a high-scoring affair. Considering Indiana's defensive vulnerabilities and offensive dominance, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Denver Nuggets versus Houston Rockets. Following a day of rest during the Thanksgiving break, the NBA betting excitement returns on Friday, November 24, 2023, featuring 10 in-season tournament games across the league. Our focus zeroes in on a riveting Western Conference clash unfolding at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. In this ongoing 3-game regular season series, the Rockets claimed victory over the Nuggets with a narrow 107-104 win, defying the odds as 4.5-point underdogs on their home turf back on November 12th. The Denver Nuggets find themselves grappling with a challenging stretch, having lost 4 of their last 6 games. Eager to rebound from a recent setback, where they succumbed to a 124-119 road loss against the Magic, the Nuggets look to regroup. Despite a standout performance from Nikola Jokic, who contributed 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists, The team faced a formidable challenge as they allowed the Magic to rally with 42 points in the fourth quarter. On the other hand, the Houston Rockets enter the matchup on a positive note, breaking a 3-game losing streak with a convincing 111-91 triumph over the Grizzlies. Led by Jalen Green's explosive 34-point outing, the Rockets showcased not only offensive prowess but also a solid defensive effort that limited the Grizzlies before pulling away with a commanding 37-point fourth quarter. As the game approaches, the Nuggets remain shorthanded with the absence of Jamal Murray, while the Rockets maintain their lineup consistency from the previous encounter. The first meeting saw the Rockets emerge victorious, courtesy of a stellar offensive display in the second half, featuring minimal turnovers and an aggressive approach that earned them 29 free throws. Anticipating another closely contested battle, the Nuggets, despite recent struggles, boast a top 10 ranking in defensive efficiency. The Rockets, riding a wave of recent successes, face the formidable task of defeating the Nuggets in consecutive encounters. The previous matchup highlighted the Nuggets' dominance in the paint, with Nikola Jokic spearheading the charge with an impressive stat line of 36 points, 21 rebounds, and 11 assists. While the Houston Rockets have surpassed expectations so far, their recent win against the Nuggets notwithstanding, the narrative shifts toward the more experienced team prevailing in times of adversity. With both teams experiencing a recent dip in form, the Nuggets are poised to bounce back. So the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In terms of pace, Houston ranks 28th, signaling a departure from their previous seasons. Ime Udoka's strategic approach emphasizes a deliberate, grinded-out offensive style, with Alperen Sengun assuming a significant role alongside Fred VanVleet. Reggie Jackson, stepping up in Murray's absence, contributes not only as a capable defender but also as a facilitator. The defensive prowess of both teams comes to the fore in this expected close battle, as evidenced by Houston's recent 91-point concession to the Grizzlies. The pace of play is notably slow, with Houston recording 96.5 possessions per 48 minutes and Denver registering 97. Their previous matchup at the Toyota Center yielded a combined total of 211 points. Denver has seen the total go under in 13 of their last 18 games overall and in 10 of their previous 12 contests against conference rivals. Likewise, the Rockets have witnessed the under prevail in 6 out of their last 7 games and in 4 of their last 6 meetings with the Nuggets. In a game characterized by a deliberate pace and considering the recent trends aligning with the underwhelming performances in both teams' recent outings, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards versus Milwaukee Bucks. These two formidable teams clashed earlier in the week, setting the stage for a rematch this upcoming Friday night. The Washington Wizards, with a challenging start to the season at 2-12, are now hitting the road, bringing their talents to Wisconsin. In contrast, the Milwaukee Bucks, standing at a commendable 10-5, continue their ascent in the Eastern Conference. Adding intrigue to this matchup, it's also an in-season tournament game, although the Wizards find themselves already eliminated. For the Bucks, a victory could propel them to a 3-0 record and, coupled with a Miami loss, secure a significant advancement. Notably, the Bucks boast the best in-season tournament point differential in the Eastern Conference, serving as a crucial tiebreaker. The Washington Wizards, currently on a 7-game slide, are desperate for a win after a heartbreaking 117-114 road loss to the Hornets. Despite a stellar performance from Kyle Kuzma, who contributed 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists, the Wizards succumbed to a fourth-quarter surge by the Hornets. This loss highlights the team's struggle to close out games, a pattern they hope to break against the Bucks. On the other side, the Milwaukee Bucks aim to rebound from a recent road loss that snapped their 5-game win streak. Brook Lopez led the charge with 28 points, but the Bucks faced adversity with a slow start against the Celtics. The team shot 44% from the field, and their efforts to narrow a 21-point deficit fell just short. Now, they look to regroup and regain their winning momentum against the Wizards. Key players missing on both sides add an element of unpredictability. The absence of Ryan Rollins and DeLon Wright for the Wizards and Ye Crowder for the Bucks may impact the dynamics of this clash. Notably, recent history reveals the Bucks struggle to cover a -13 spread in 9 out of the last 10 games against the Wizards, indicating a trend that might influence betting decisions. While skepticism surrounds the Washington Wizards' performance, given their challenging season start, the vast point spread of the Milwaukee Bucks at 6-8-1 against the spread raises questions about their defensive resilience. Can the Bucks muster enough stops to cover such a significant point margin? The answer remains uncertain, so the Washington Wizards to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Recalling their recent matchup on November 20th, which concluded with a total of 271 points, expectations are high for another high-scoring affair. Both teams rank in the bottom 10 in defensive rating and the top 5 in pace, promising an exciting and fast-paced showdown. The defensive mismatch is evident, with the Wizards allowing the second most points per game and the Bucks scoring the fourth most. Washington's offensive prowess, averaging 115 points per game, contrasts sharply with Milwaukee's 23rd rank in points against, indicating a potential for the Wizards to keep pace. Analyzing the scoring dynamics, the Wizards average 115 points per game but allow 123.9, while the Bucks score 120.5 points per game but concede 117.8. Both teams display a willingness to trade baskets, setting the stage for a high-scoring affair. Moreover, with both teams among the top paced in the league, the game's tempo is likely to contribute to a surpassing of the projected total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.